welcome back. This is Renegade Gamer, and this is Parasite Eve, Day 2, Fusion. Alright, so let's get started. Hey, you okay? You ought to be resting. Wish I could, but I'm the only one who knows what happened last night. I've been gathering some info on Melissa. She's got no relatives and no close friends. She was sick, often always on some kind of medication. The people at the opera said they were amazed she could even stand on the stage. Her apartment burned down right after the incident, so we have no info on her medication. So what's all this spontaneous combustion stuff all about? It wasn't exactly spontaneous. People were actually catching on fire. Oh, come on. What? Like one of those ESP things? That's the best way to describe it for now. ESP, huh? Well, I'm not buying it. I don't remember the voice I was using for him. But if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that? I believe her. After all, A is the only witness so far. But if you're going to take on a suspect like that, you better ask Baker for some better sidearms. Let's see, Baker. I guess I need kind of a bigger man's voice for Baker. Let's see. I read your... no, not happening right. I read your report. Still hard to believe, but we can't deny all these deaths. We're going to go all out to solve this case. Make sure you're well equipped. Go down to the weapons department and give this permit to Taurus. He'll help you out. Hey, you got too much to carry around. Leave something here. I'll keep it in weapon storage. Alright, so basically in this game, this is where you leave everything. We are... Whoa, hold up a second. We are about to just move everything over. You can't get rid of the club. I don't think. No, I was right. You cannot get rid of the club. But we are going to get rid of the gun, and we're going to keep the Kevlar vest for the moment. We give them a mod report, which we are not going to use just yet, even though I could. Now this is, if I remember right, this song is called Metro. I might be wrong. No, Matrix. It may be Matrix. Either way, it's one of my favorite songs on the whole soundtrack. I don't know. I like the beat. There's a picture of Melissa. You can talk to each one of the cops if you want. They pretty much just say the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Now, when I very first played this game, back in 98, I didn't have a memory card. I really didn't. So, when I first played this game, come on, open it. Open. Oh yeah, I forgot to put some vest in there. My inventory's full. I just cleared out a bunch of stuff. Fine. We'll come back. When I very first played this game, I had no memory cards, so what I would do a lot of times is Kathy is cool. I like Kathy a lot. You can go down here, and we'll be down that way anyway in a little bit, so it's not a big deal. Usually I play all the way up to the third day and get slaughtered on the third day. Okay, so this is the weapons department. You can't get in because Taurus has the key. We'll get that much later. This is the kennel. One of these dogs here is Shiva. I don't recall which one, though. Remember that name, though. It will be important later. Okay, anyway, so we'll meet Taurus and Wayne, or as I like to call him, the smart guy and the dumbass. So we'll get some medicine here. Or not. It's aggravating. Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, that's right, you gotta give it to Wayne, that's right. Hey there, good looking. Cut the crap, Wayne. Where's Taurus? That body? Who knows? So what'll it be? A shotgun? A rocket launcher? Wayne! Yes, sir! I like Taurus. Idiots like you are the reason why guns won't disappear from this country. Get your ass back to weapons storage. You're far from ready to be handling guns in here. Okay, sheesh. Taurus, I need some equipment. For last night's case, heard it was quite a mess. But as long as cops rely on guns, criminals will too. It's a vicious cycle. I hate to hand a weapon to a young cop like you. But I hear this isn't your ordinary crook. Guess I can't send you off empty-handed. Say, you can't carry any more equipment. Wayne! Take some of her things and put them in storage. Yeah. You have something to say, officer? No, sir! So, you want to leave something here? Alright, so we're going to, once again, drop a bunch of junk. I got rid of all this stuff from there. Okay, I got wrong one. Okay, we're going to get rid of the mod permit for now. We don't need this. Don't need that. Won't need that. Okay, what's going on with my controller here? Sorry. Don't need that. We will need these later, but we're good for now. No. This is one of the faults of the game, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. The storage space that you have is huge over this side. You can leave a ton of junk over here at the police office and probably never fill it up. But that being said, it takes forever to unload your entire inventory. Here, this is the most powerful gun I can allow you to have. An M16A1. It's a decent rifle. Okay, yeah. Come on, take your fucking gun. Captain Baker already notified me. Show me your modification permit again. I can't tune up your equipment without a permit. No exceptions. That's okay. Don't need to. Psst, don't tell Taurus. But I can tune up your... You can use tool to tune up your guns. You can rearrange equipment parameters and added effects to tweak your equipment. I can show you some cool tune-up techniques. And a tutorial! Yay! And this is how the tutorial works in here. Ready? There's the tutorial. Blah blah. And that's the end of the tutorial. Very short one. You got it? Trust me. You can never have too much firepower. Of course, you can't use them if you ain't got bullets, so you better make sure you always have your club. Just in case, you know. Now, why don't you leave some of that stuff you don't need with me? I already did. This box here will always have ammo in it every day. The first day it has 6. The second day I think it has 15. Or well, the fourth day it has 30, and I think the fifth day is 60. I might be wrong on that. I remember it has a lot of ammo in it though. Okay, tool. We're going to use that right now. The tool system in this game is pretty cool. So, what do we want here? Wait a minute. I got to remember where tool is. Yeah, okay, that was tool. So, this is basically what you do to tool, to transfer stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to move what, okay, if you look at the M84F, you see that the base is 10, 51, and 6, and it has a plus over there of 4 and 2. Now the 4 and 2 is from the offense and the range pluses that I put on there. So what we can do is we can basically move, sorry, hang on a second. I can move basically this to this, and it will make the M16A1 better. It'll add 4 more points to attack, 2 to the range, and nothing to the bullets for the moment. Or I can move this over to that and make that gun better. You can also do other things. For instance, if this, well, I don't have another gun. I'll show you on equipment, on your armor. Let me see which one. Okay, all right, like this here. So let's say I want to use this. This will automatically use medicine if my HP is low. Okay, I can move this onto the MP, the end protector, and it will officially become part of that armor. However, here's the catch. The armor that you take the piece off is completely gone with just a regular tool. It goes away forever. You never see it again. That's the catch. So there, it's a good system and a bad system at the same time. Once you get super tools, it does become a lot easier. We are going to store some stuff here for now, though. I don't need it at the moment. What do I want to store? I guess we'll store this. We'll store that, and we'll just go ahead and move this over here. Okay, and we're going to move that tool over here. What I need is just move everything button. Whatever. No. I want to move the medicine. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, anyway, so once you did all that, that's basically the fundamentals of tools. There's a little bit more to it, but for the most part, that's it. Okay, so if you look down that way, you'll see a kid. That's Ben. So we're gonna go see Ben. Hey there, you lost? Ben? Or sorry, Ben? Daddy! So this is Ben. Ben, this is Aya. Now, what are you doing here? Here? Tickets. Oh yeah, the concert. Sorry, son. Daddy's real busy today. I promise I'll make it up for. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. Guess every kid needs a mother. That's not true. I was raised by my father too, after my mother died. I'll always be grateful for him. Yeah, well, his mother's still alive. Poor Daniel. You can find out a little bit about his backstory from Kathy here. She'll tell you that basically Daniel's divorced and it's not been a real good year for him. Anyway, this game doesn't have a ton of subplots in it, but I want to talk about this a second. This game doesn't have a lot of subplots in it. Mainly, you have Wayne and Taurus. That's a very small subplot. You have Ben, Lorraine, and Daniel. That's a subplot. But the story keeps a kind of a laser light focus on the story between Aya and Eve. In a lot of ways, this does this a lot better than some other the RPGs that are out there. It does have, like I said, it does have a couple of subplots going on here, but they don't overtake the whole plot. So that's just something that I always really admired about this game, is that it really keeps focused on exactly what the story is. Anyway, shoot, I did not mean to do this. Well, I'm already out here, so might as well check. I was going to check this locker room again anyway. Want this? Oh yeah, cure poison. Useless. Well, it's not useless. It's just not something I wanted. Yo, what's up? This dude here? He's into trading cards. Alright, so let's go see Baker. And, yeah, I'll have to excuse me. I'll have to get my throat a rest in a few minutes. So, no dialogue here for me. Baggart's not a real bad guy. He's just kind of more of a politician than a police officer. Japanese scientist, I think, couldn't understand his English too well. He's raving about some metal something. Says he's coming over here. Metal what? Is it mitochondria? You mean that thing in the cell that makes energy from oxygen? Might have heard something about that in school. That's what Eve had to say. That it's time for the mitochondria to be set free. Hey, I just read that some researcher in a museum wrote a new theory on them. Sir, I'm taking Aya to go talk to this researcher. Go, but better get there before the media. It might explain that phone call too. Yes, sir. Come on, Aya. Sorry, my throat's kind of scratchy at the moment. I don't know if I can do a lot of voice acting. I'll try. No guarantees. Alright, anyway, so he's going to bring the car around front. If anybody's curious, I've read a lot of theories on Parasite Eve in general. The game. I'm strictly talking about the game here. Before I get to that, this is the world map. It only shows the places that you've currently been to and can go at the moment. Right now we're in the NYPC, RPD. We've been to Carnegie Hall. There's no reason ever to go back. Museum is our next location. If I remember right. Yep, there it is. You can push select and your helicopter will fly around showing you the buildings. So I'm just going to let that do that for a few minutes so you get a good view of what's going on while I'm talking here for a minute. When Parasite Eve... okay, let me back up a minute. This game came out about a year after Final Fantasy VII. Square, when it was making plans for Final Fantasy VII, the original plans was basically Sakaguchi, I think is how you pronounce it. This original storyline involved a detective story in a city with a witch. And that was the original story for 7. Now you may be asking, what the hell does that relate to Parasite Eve for? Well, the thing about it is from what I gather, from all intel on the internet and interviews, the story was pitched in '95 and at the end of Chrono Trigger. A lot of the story was later separated. As everybody knows, Final Fantasy VIII involves a sorceress. You could say that some of the parts of the original storyline of 7 was recycled into what Parasite Eve is. Because you have a detective story taking place in the city. This has also led to a few other theories about Eve and Genova and Lavos being as Genova and Lavos are shapeshifters, and well, Eve has the ability to kind of manipulate your cells and your body and everything to kind of take shape in different forms, and we'll see that within this day that we're going through currently. Now, whether or not that is true, or if any of this is true, I don't know. But it's an interesting theory nonetheless, and it does regard towards Parasite Eve, because it's, besides the novel, it's where all the basics come from. Alright, so anyway, we're fixing to go to a museum, and we will see one of the only Final Fantasy VII references in this game. Oh man, my throat's killing me. We're going to the Museum of Natural History. Dr. Hans Clamp will be there. Dr. Clamp? What's his area of research? Well, according to the papers, he's working on a new theory, mitachondria or something. But it seems to cover the whole genetic spectrum. That's to have a PhD and be working in a museum. Well, he's pretty antisocial. He doesn't like to waste time outside research. Oh, great. We're going to have a grand time with this one. Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Just be careful this time. Are you referring to the press conference? Yeah. Daniel, why did you kiss the chief's butt? You two joined the force at the same time, didn't you? Yeah, but that was years ago. Now he's my boss. Like I said, this is another little subplot we got going on. Okay, if you look closely, you should see a chocobo. That's all I'm going to say. There's only 2 references I know of 7 in this game, and that's one of them. It's been a while since I've visited the museum. World of dinosaurs, yeah. Dinosaurs exhibit. Loved these things when I was a kid. Looks like it's closed today. Well, let's see what that security guard can do for us. Man, it sucks working Christmas. I felt awful for this guy. Hey there, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Pretty cold day, though. How about yourself? We're with the Empire PD. We're looking for Dr. Clint. He works here, does he? Sure does. As a matter of fact, he's up in his room right now. Did he do something? We just want to talk to him, that's all. Thank you. It shouldn't take long. Place is pretty creepy without any people. You'll find him in the second research lab on the second floor, or you'll find him in the research lab on the second floor. He's been pretty busy for the past few weeks. Doesn't come out. Ever. Thanks. Just hope this place doesn't explode or anything one of these days, you know? Foreshadowing. Oh, by the way, could you sign in as policy? Let's just keep track of who comes in. Thanks, Leah. Gee, Daniel, you sure you don't want to run down here and do it yourself? Nope, book's on the counter. Thanks. I never got this part of the game. I never could understand why is it the hell that we got to sign in? Just my name? Yep. That should be enough, unless you want to leave your number too. I really don't. I never could understand why the hell we did our name there, but whatever. Let's see. Do I want to continue or do I want to go and stop? My voice is really starting to hurt. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go. I'll stop right after we get done meeting Dr. Clamp. Hey, over here. If I remember right, the second one is over here somewhere. Maybe not. all the shadows and everything on the floor, you know, that does take a lot of work. Anyway, let's go meet up with Daniel. Hey, it's open. Let's check it out. And this, well, this is Clamp. Excuse me. Hello? Hey, Dr. Clamp. Dr. Clamp. I hear you. We're with the NYPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Let's say, voice for Dr. Clamp. Okay, I think I got one. Professor, we're looking for clues considering the incident which occurred. Are you accusing me? What? This again? What is this? Foreshadowing. Anyway. What's wrong? Are you okay? Yeah. We'd like to ask you about your mitochondria research you've been doing. NYPD. Why are you so interested in my work? The suspect mentioned that the mitochondria would be set free. Now, do you... That suspect ignited people without laying a finger on them. Then it transferred into some kind of creature and ran off. Since you mentioned mitochondria, we were hoping you could supply us with some info. You two have absolutely no idea what true mitochondria is like. Do you? The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code. Its own? Are you saying it's a separate organism? Precisely. Kind of like a parasite or something, huh? Parasite? Now that's an interesting way of describing this most fascinating creature. We cannot live without mitochondria. Do you understand? The mitochondria creates energy for us. Without it, we're nothing. We are here because mitochondria allows us to be here. Our brain, for example. The brain functions due to the interaction between axons and dendrites. The interaction is possible due to the energy the mitochondria provides. Did you know mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity? This is not only pertains to electrical discharge, but also applies to heat energy as well. Then the combustions last night were... For a human to burn and melt 16,000 degrees, 1600 degrees of heat must be generated. There are 700 mitochondria present within a single cell. If all the mitochondria in the body begin functioning at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released. Melting a human to a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy. So, are you saying that the mitochondria ignited these people? Professor, you may be right in that we live in the Sorry? Professor, you may be right in that we need the mitochondria to live. But in the end, we're just using them for energy, right? You have no idea. The mitochondria has control over an organism's growth. Take this hand, for example. Before we're born, the head is merely a glob of flesh. When cells between fingers deteriorate, that's when the finger is first formed. When the cells which make up the body aren't needed anymore, it receives a signal to die. That signal is initiated by the mitochondria. When it is relayed, the genetic information in the nucleus is cut off and in essence dies. The same can be said for aging. The mitochondria mutates 10 times faster than cells. Of course, this also applies to mutant forms of mitochondria as well. When too many mitochondria multiply, energy production levels decreases. The decrease in energy production is associated with the aging process. So, are you still stupid enough to say that we are the higher species? But you're not saying that the mitochondria is doing all this consciously, right? When I said that mitochondria can mutate 10 times faster than normal cells, I also meant that they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster. Since the beginning of creation, the mitochondria has been evolving at this rate. It is no surprise if they possess a power beyond our cognition. No surprise at all. Let me tell you something. There was a scientist who tried to determine the mutation rate of mitochondria. With this, a scientist wanted to establish a connection with human ancestry. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world, and with this, the mitochondria theory spread like wildfire. You know what they call the root of it all? Mitochondria. Splendid name. Just incredible. The suspect in yesterday's case called herself Eve. What? Hey, if you know anything, you better not be holding back on us. She called herself Eve? Sorry, but I've told you what I know. I'd like to return to my studies for now. I believe you know the way out. Hey, you better explain. What the hell is going on here? Daniel, forget it. Let's just go. Damn it! So anyway, I'm going to go to here, and we're going to go ahead and save. Because my throat is killing me. I literally don't know if I can talk anymore after this. What the hell is wrong with that guy? I can't stand him. That man. I've seen him before, but I can't remember where. It's Daniel. What? Okay, we'll be right there. Hey, looks like we got a break-in case. We gotta get back to the station, man. Sorry, hang on, I'm kicking this thing in the turbo. So, we're going to go to the police department here. I'm going to find a phone, and I am going to save, and I'm going to call it a night. This This has been a lot of fun. I didn't actually mean to talk to you, Jimmy. Any news on the case? Hope you bring this agreement soon. I hate to bump into him on the street. I've had a blast playing this tonight. But like I said, I am going to end this session as soon as I can make it to the save point, which is right here. We'll pick this up I'll pick this up again very soon. I'm also going to be working on the other LP I'm doing, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Terra's Run. And I'm also working on a Lollipop Chainsaw, and Catherine, and I got a few other ones I'm debating on doing. In the meantime, I am the Renegade Gamer. I appreciate you coming to my channel, and you know, if you like me, like me. If you hate me, hate me. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. In any case, I hope you have a good day, and I hope you found something entertaining out of this bunch. Y'all take it easy.